Hello guys, and welcome back to another video here today. So in today's video I'm going to be talking about how much money you need to start a dropshipping online business. Okay, so if you're someone out there who's thinking about dropshipping and you're wondering what the sort of costs are, then this is the video for you. So you better stay tuned and watch this video till the end. So let's talk about dropshipping and what dropshipping is all about. I know you guys watching this video already know what dropshipping is, but I always like to define dropshipping for those who are brand new to my content. So dropshipping is a business model whereby you don't have to buy any inventory in bulk prior to selling to your customers. Instead, you only pay your suppliers after a customer has purchased from you. So this makes it a very low risk way of doing business, and the reason why it's really attractive, and it's got very low barriers to entry as well. So I'm sure you've heard about dropshipping literally everywhere on the internet right now because it's a very hot and popular business model. You don't have to spend anything on inventory in bulk in advance, which minimizes the risk of you having to tie up your money in stock. Okay, so in today's video I'm going to be talking about the sort of cost to expect when you're starting a dropshipping business. Okay, so now one thing I'm gonna say is the cost will normally differ depending on what you're trying to sell on the internet, obviously. So these are just sort of estimates and guides based on my own experience. So personally, I started my business in 2015, my boutique business in 2015, and I started with around £300, which is probably around $500. And I predominantly spend this on things like web hosting and some sample inventory. So these were the two key things that I spend my money on. Okay, so it really depends on how much you are willing to invest to get started. Now the beauty about dropshipping is the fact that you can start dropshipping with no money, and I've done so many videos on this channel, guys, where I talk about how to start a dropshipping business with no money whatsoever. Okay, you can start it the free route, or you can start it the paid route. Now if you're going to be doing things for free, then you need to understand that it's going to take a lot of your time because you're going to have to put a lot of the pieces together yourself. Okay, that's pretty much what it is. So you need to decide on whether or not you want to invest your time or you want to invest your money. Either way, you're gonna have to sacrifice something in order to make this work. Okay, so obviously the first thing when it comes to starting a dropshipping business is finding vendors, and I've talked about so many different platforms here on this channel where you can find dropshipping vendors. Dropshipview.com is one big one for clothing. Salewho.com, Sellpire is an online directory with hundreds and hundreds of dropshipping suppliers around different niches. Worldwide Brands is another one you can check out again for dropshipping, where to find dropshipping vendors. You can do this for free by just researching for vendors, or you can just go and pay for a supplier directory and get access to all the vendors in one place, thereby saving you the time. So like I said, if you wanted to do this for free, it's going to take you time, maybe going on Google, searching for all that information on the best dropshipping vendors. It's just going to take you more time to find that information, and you may not find all that information if you're trying to do it for free. Platforms like Sellpire.com can save you the stress because there's already a directory of hundreds of dropshipping vendors out there, and you can invest a one-time fee of $97, guys, and gain lifetime access to the directory, guys. It's got almost 1,000 vendors right now as we speak, all in one place for you. So up to you if you want to spend time or you want to spend money. It's investing on a platform that already has all these vendors put together in one place. And of course, the next thing you want to do, guys, is create your website. Okay, now there's so many different web e-commerce platforms out there, web hosting platforms out there that you can use. The popular one is Shopify. Shopify is free for 14 days, and then after that is $29 a month. Okay, so this is one expense that you really cannot avoid when it comes to dropshipping. Don't be one of those people that are trying to do dropshipping and they have no website whatsoever, because you're just not going to be successful. Not in 2022, not in 2023. Maybe that used to work in the last, I don't know, 10 years, but that doesn't work these days. You need to have a website if you're doing dropshipping, because no one's gonna take you seriously, and you're not gonna make any money if you don't have a website. So this is going to be one of your biggest investments on a website. So like I said, Shopify is $29 a month, but it's free to join for 14 days. You can use that as a way to test the platform. I'll leave a link below this video to Shopify. You will need to create your website yourself. Okay, so $29 is only for the web hosting, but you still have to go out there and figure out how to create your website yourself. Shopify do have a few good videos and tutorials that teach you how to do it yourself. It's very beginner friendly as well, hence why it's very popular, especially for beginners. So you can use Shopify to create your website. So $29 a month works out at about almost $400 a year. So that's your second sort of expense, okay? So that's one of your biggest expenses that you're probably going to have in terms of cost when it comes to drop shipping, okay? Now, if you guys want to save yourself the stress of creating your website, you know, you can also check out dropshipfinds.com, where you get your own website preloaded with inventory, guys. It's ready for you to literally go out there and sell. So your website is being designed for you, and this also comes with web hosting included, so you don't have to pay anything monthly extra, and it's only a one-time fee of $399, guys, and this covers for the web design, the web hosting, so it works out much cheaper than Shopify, guys. And like I said, you're not paying anything monthly on an ongoing basis, guys. Imagine getting the hosting, the web design, the products, the suppliers, everything for $399 a year. Like, it's literally an all-in-one dropshipping platform in one place, okay? So that's one other thing to think about. If you want to do it with Shopify, you can pay $29 monthly, but you have to create your website yourself and put all the pieces together yourself, okay? So that's another expense or another cost that you need to look into when you're dropshipping, okay? Now, once you have your website up and running, I always recommend, and this is an optional stage, but this is something I recommend that you definitely do as someone who's been doing dropshipping since 2015. Order some samples, guys. So this is going to probably be another expense for you. Now, if you're really starting this thing on a tight budget, you could skip this step, but I recommend that you do not skip this step if you want to see results. Even if you're going to put aside $100, guys, for just buying a few samples, these samples are not only great for testing the product quality, but they're great for creating marketing content. I mean, pasting a bunch of stock images from your website isn't going to get you enough sales. How are you going to create Instagram reels? How are you going to do flat lays? How are you going to do close-up and personal views of the product? How are you going to go live and showcase people what the products look like? How are you going to promote your products if you have nothing on hand? And I get it, the whole point of dropshipping is not to buy inventory in bulk, but you can buy samples, which is basically individual products, and that's the beauty about dropshipping, okay? So I would say set aside another $100 just to test out samples, even if you can buy 3 to 4 products of what you're selling and just create some amazing bomb content, put it out there on your social media. You're gonna get a return on your investment by just investing that little bit of money on samples. And once you start making profits in your business, you can invest on more samples and use that to create more amazing content for your business. You can even do photo shoots for your website. That way you stand out from everybody else who's maybe using the same vendor, okay? Finally, the last but not least is obviously marketing. So I've talked about social media marketing briefly, creating content, putting it out there. And if you wanted to do this a free way, I recommend that you do getting started. You want to start with organic marketing, by all means, okay? Go on Instagram, Facebook, do Instagram reels, do amazing entertainment content, wearing your products or showcasing your products, do behind the scenes of your products, do close-up and personal of your products, create videos, images, as much content as possible on social media to promote your products. And when you start doing this, guys, the world is your oyster. You're going to start getting people going to your website, purchasing your products, and making you money. And then you can always use your profits to reinvest back into your business. So I talked about finding vendors. Again, like I said, you can find vendors for free, or you can invest on supplier directories like sellfire.com. So let's say that's $97. Your website is about $400 a year with Shopify, but you have to do things yourself, or you can invest with Dropshipfinds and pay $399 for the year, and that includes everything plus your web design. So we're at around $500 right now. Another $100 aside for your samples, so that's about $600 right now, okay? So these are the sort of costs that you could be looking at, guys. So I would say budget around $500 to $600 if you want to do this thing the right way, okay, and you want to see results. Like I said, websites, you cannot avoid it. That's where your biggest expense is going to come. That's where I spend the most of my money. When I started, it was on web hosting, and then I had to spend a lot of time learning how to create my website. It took me years and years and years to do that, guys, because I didn't have the money to pay a designer at the time, and platforms like Dropshipfinds.com never existed at the time. I would have easily just paid $400 at Dropshipfinds.com and gotten everything in one place, rather than go out there trying to figure out, you know, where to find the vendors. Or before I forget, you also get access to the supplier directory when you purchase the Dropshipfinds membership, so that's also included. So with Dropshipfinds, you get a web design, you get the web hosting, you get the vendor directory, so you get access to all the vendors in one place as well, so you don't have to pay anything extra for a vendor directory, and you get the trainings that teach you how to go and promote your business. So you're literally getting the whole dropshipping business in one place. So in total, you could literally start your dropshipping business, guys, with less than $400 if you use Dropshippinds. But if you want to go on and do things yourself, then it could cost you anywhere from $500 to $600 or even more. Okay, so I hope you guys found this video useful, and if you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up, like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.